is, he won a very narrow victory. As a proportion of the popular vote, Donald Trump won re-election in the sixth closest presidential contest in American history. Republicans won a majority in the House of only 5 seats, one of the smallest majorities in all of history. They won a majority in the Senate of 6 seats, which is fairly sizable as Republican majorities go, but still far from overwhelming. So we have a squeaker of an election. Nobody could argue that that was a mandate.
I could.
All right, then you get the first go at this. We get a squeaker of an election and an enormous change in whatever you want to call it, the zeitgeist, the feel of the country. DEI is dismantled. The border is closed. Go. How does that happen? He had a mandate?
Compared to what Republicans usually do, he was the first American Republican president in since 2004 in 20 years to win the popular vote. Nobody else had done that. McCain didn't do it. Romney didn't do it. Trump didn't do it the first time. He did that. He won the popular and the electoral ballot. He now controls, whether you like it or not, or whatever margin.
Right.
There is a conservative majority in the House, the Senate, the Supreme Court, and the executive branch. That's very rare for all branches of government to be in their hands. He radically changed the Republican Party. It's completely different. It's a nationalist populist party. And he got a record number of Hispanics, 49%. He won 55% of the Mexican-American vote. He won 23% of the African-American male vote on most of the key issues on the border, illegal immigration, crime, energy, foreign policy. They were 60-40, 30-70 issues that he won on all of those issues. He was outspent 3-1 in the campaign, and he still overcame that. And he was indicted 93 times.
Right.
And he was taken off the ballot, at least attempted, in 25 states. He had his home raided. So with all of that, and to come through and win all of the swing states and 93% of the counties in the country, maybe by small margins, but that was an amazing achievement.
So what I'm trying to get at is the contrast. I grant everything you're saying, but if you look at major shifts in American politics and the zeitgeist, because it's larger, there's a culture, it feels as though the culture has shifted as well. You go to the 1930s, and Franklin Roosevelt wins an overwhelmingly huge landslide in 32. Or you go to the 1980s, and Reagan wins 49 out of 50 states. Or you go to the 1960s, LBJ, before he enacts the New Society, again, wins a huge landslide. And this is nothing like those landslides. So are we surprised, or are you with Victor? No. We all should have seen it coming.
A transformation of the Republican Party, which could well be enduring, at least for a generation, is inarguable. That's the point that Victor made.
That's done.
You asked about transformation of America.
Yes.
That's not the Republican Party. Republicans are probably 30% or so of the country. We're a 30-30-40 country. 30 for each party and 40 neither party. Trump won 77 million votes, which is a big number. Harris won 75 million. 89 million did not vote, of the 240 million or so who are adult voting age. So for us, the transformation of the Republican Party is a big issue for sure.